This morning, me and my mate decided it would be a good day to go spearfishing. The conditions were great. We had calm weather, no waves, and crystal clear water. So we packed up our bags and headed straight for the coastline. Arrived in our spot, grabbed our bags, and descended straight into our fortune. We had to pass raging rivers and slippery roads, but in the end, we made it down.
Send it down. Send it down. You're gonna snip it?
After we embraced the beauty of our newfound paradise, we equipped it ourselves and headed straight into the deep blue water. Well, or like in this case, not too deep. Before I even managed to put my camera on, this poor guy decided to swim right into my gun. So I shot it, killed it, and thanked the fish and Mother Nature for this amazing catch. So from here I take a couple dives, but I'm not really able to line up the right shot, till I find this nice sand bottom area covered in boulders, where I take a dive and set myself up on the sea bottom. So as I crawl over the seafloor, I spot a fairly big grouper to the left of mine, which quickly pushes deeper under the boulder. But just as I spot that fish, I see to the right of mine that there is a small little midnight snapper hiding right underneath that rock, and God, are they tasty. So I'm going straight for that little guy, and luckily I hit the shot. Shortly after that, I spot two good-looking fish heading straight under a big boulder structure. So I tell my buddy to head to the other side of the entrance and cover the exit. As I push through, I don't really see any of those, so I head to the surface, but I see my mate laying on the other side of the entrance, lining up a shot and nailing it right into him. Stoked about our catches so far, we decided to head in for a break and prepare ourselves for a second dive. So this is where things turn a little sideways. As I'm scoping out for fish, I hear my buddy shouting all over the place, calling for backup. I quickly rush over there and, see for yourselves.
What is it? I'm out of breath, I need some time. The big dog? The yellow one or what?
Be ready for this thing.
Are you kidding me? How big? Don't shit face me. What is it?
GT.
No! Okay, let's get it.
Obviously, in the most important moment, my SD card froze and my camera stopped working. Before that happened, I managed to get a short frame shot of the fish. But let me tell you what happened. Okay guys, so you have no idea what just happened. Basically my buddy shot a GT and the GT crawled under a little cave, and GT giant trevally is one of the fastest fishes out there and strongest fishes. She calls me in for backup and I shoot this thing in the gill because I couldn't stone shot it because it was basically hiding around the bag, so I had to crawl in and give him a side shot. The thing takes off, literally rips me with it, and my thing here jammed. So what happened is that it pulled me to the bottom and then literally snapped the string off my spear gun, and the fish took off with my spear in it. It was a big ass GT. So So obviously I felt super bad for the fish because what we shoot we eat and we bring it back home. So we looked in for another 30 minutes to find the fish, nowhere to find. He must have hit somewhere, took off to open ocean, so I obviously feel bad about losing my spear, but even worse I feel about shooting a fish and not getting him home and eating him, because that's what it's truly all about. But yeah, so it's the way it is. I have to get a new spear now. We got 2-3 fish and we're gonna have some dinner with that later on, and we're gonna head back home now. Yeah. So after arriving back home, I scaled and cleaned the fish. Then I filleted both fish into 2 small pieces each and started to cook them in the pan with some garlic and butter. Nothing better than that. If you liked the video, consider subscribing and stay tuned for more videos to come.